Hi, this is my 7th attempt to make a video tonight because my camera and my computer keeps messing up. The audio and video is not in sync. When I move or talk, it just freezes. Anyway, so I'll try it another time, or this time, which will be, I think, my 7th time. Anyway, what I did is I took down Kerr's video that I put up this morning, and the reason I took it down is because it was kind of mean of me to call her a demon and different things. I'm not a mean person. I don't like being mean to anybody. Anyway, I thought I would take it down and make a new one. I really don't mean to be mean to anybody, and that's really not like me. But I did make a few videos before concerning Kerr, and I believe that Kerr is not doing the right thing. Let's put it that way. I believe that the reason that she talks about heaven and what she says heaven is like is because people want to hear it. I don't believe that Kerr has been to heaven 1,000+ times. I don't believe that she's ever been to heaven one time. And I think the lure of what she's doing is she's captivating audiences by telling people what they want to hear. People want to hear what is going to happen after this life. Is there really a heaven? Is there really a God? If we go to heaven, what's heaven really like? What is God really like? What is Christ really like? What are we going to do there? Are we going to be happy? Are we going to be with our loved ones, our family that's passed away, our pets, whatever? And I think that's the thing that Kat is counting on becoming famous with her talks about heaven and her lectures or conferences or times that she goes to churches and talks about her quote-unquote heavenly experiences with God and with Jesus. Now, I think it's good for people to want to go to heaven and have a desire to go to heaven and live with God, our true Father. I think that's good for them to have a desire and to live their life in a way that will allow them to go to heaven instead of the other place, hell or outer darkness or whatever you want to call it. So I think that's good that people have a desire about going to heaven and being good and being against the devil and darkness and so forth. So I think that's good, but I think that Kat is misleading people on how she supposedly gets that information. I truly believe 100% that she is making up most of what she says. I think that having pets in heaven, I think that's 100%. I think there's not a question in my mind that people are going to be with their pets in heaven. What loving Heavenly Father that knows a person had a special dog or a cat or whatever that they were fond of, and that brought them happiness, and they were good. They were good to that animal. Maybe they rescued that animal in a shelter. Maybe they found it alongside the road and nursed it back to health. They loved that animal. That animal was part of their family and as important to them as a child is. And so what loving Heavenly Father, knowing that, would not allow the people that die, that come to heaven, be with their animals, with their sweet, innocent pets? That's a given. That's a no-brainer, you know. So I think that I think there's a lot of things that that are pretty clear if you just think about what is heaven like, you know. Will you be able to fly, you know? Probably. You'll probably be able to think where you want to go, and you'll go there. You know, probably think that you want a ham sandwich, and there'll be a ham sandwich. I don't think that's, you know, I don't think that's an impossible dream or something that's fantasy. Christopher Reeves teaching people how to fly, I think that's a made-up thing. You know, I really do. I think she makes up a lot of things to spruce up the story, to spruce up, you know, things that people might want to hear, you know, to make it more exciting. You know, it's like writing a book and selling the book. She's selling herself to people that want to know what heaven's like. There's Jello Land for the kids. There's amusement parks with huge roller coasters and a fun house and, you know, golf courses and, you know, there probably, I hope there is. I hope there's a house of mirrors where you can go in and you look in a mirror and you'll be real skinny, or you'll look in a mirror and they'll be real fat, you know, like they had in having fun houses. At least they did in the olden days when I was a kid. And, you know, we used to go in there and laugh our butts off, you know. One time we were a real tall person that's 9 feet tall, and then the other time we were, you know, 2 feet tall. It was a lot of fun. You know, I hope that we do have fun in heaven. I don't think we're just going to, you know, just mess around and have a fun time all the time. But I think there's going to be a place for fun and a time for fun. And I believe that. And I think most people believe that, and most people want and hope for that. And I think Kat's playing into that. I could make a list. If I sat down and thought about what I would say, I could make up a list of things that people would think is incredible. You know, like oh, I'll show you a ring. This is a ring. This is a beautiful ruby ring that I went beachcombing, I guess you call it, at my son's place in San Diego, California last summer, and I found this ring, and since I put the ring on, I have this unbelievable gift of reading people's minds. I can go into a store, I can go into church or whatever, and I know what people are going to say before they say it. Or I know exactly what they're going to say in a sentence, and sometimes I answer them before they've even asked a full question. Why? Because of this ring. I didn't have the abilities until this ring, until this ring came into my life, But I found out, that that the men that like red rings, that they'll be able to have a special red ring in heaven, free of charge. It won't cost them anything, and all they have to do is look into the red stone or ruby or garnet, whatever it is, and think about what they want, or where they want to go, and you know, and it happens. You know, I mean, I can make up anything. I mean, you know, kids have little toy cars, you know, in this special kiddie land, and they fly from, you know, over mountains, or, you know, under rainbows, or sometimes the rainbow itself is a track or a road that they just go over in the rainbow, you know, and, you know, and they do all these fun things. I mean, I could make up all kinds of stories, and people would think, oh, that's neat. That sounds fun. Well, that sounds great, you know. How about going into a wax museum where the people come alive, you know? Beautiful, beautiful. I can make up all kinds of shit stories. And if I was sincere about it, you know, acted sincere and serious about it, people would believe me. I know I could do it. I think Kat plays on that. I think she plays on people wanting heaven to be so fantastic that she plays on it, and she makes up stories to sweeten up, you know, to sweeten it up. The only thing I can think of why Kat is doing this, and I believe 100% that she's doing it, is to be famous and popular. You know, I don't think she's ordained of God to tell stories. You know, it's one thing to preach about light and God and doing the right thing and living right, repenting, accepting Jesus, you know, for what he did for us and for the world, living right, whatever, to be able to go to our Father in heaven again instead of going to the devil and living outer darkness forever. You know, I just think that she says things. The video is playing up again, so I don't know how long I can record, because I can tell it's messing up. But anyway, I think she's telling stories. Oh yeah, the thing that really upsets me about Kat Kerr is that she has elevated herself to angel, to a status where she has the same power as Jesus Christ, that she can command weather, and she can do this. She can command the host of heaven to do her bidding for her. I mean, I'm going to put a link in where she's commanding the weather in Florida, Irma, the hurricane, that she's commanding it not to come into Florida, not to do any damage, and she has her staff and her rod or her scepter, whatever it is, and you can watch it. I mean, it's sickening. I mean, I wanted to throw up looking at it. It's so ridiculous. You know, and she's got this rod or broomstick or what the hell, whatever you call it. I command you in the name of Christ to go back into the sea, go back and dissipate. You're not allowed to come into Florida, and you're not allowed to be a hurricane. I command you in the name of blah, blah, blah. And boom, and she waves it around and does this and does that. Are you kidding me? She's making a complete fool of herself, you know? But yet, Florida got damaged. The hurricane came, baby. It didn't push back. She was pushing it back. She's pushing that hurricane back and those winds back. It's not allowed to come to Florida. It's not going to. Sickening. Absolutely sickening and embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for her. Whoops. Well, I guess it didn't work. I guess it didn't work, Kat. I'm sure there's a reason it didn't work. I'm sure that she can come up with a reason or an excuse that it didn't work. But she was right there going to show us the naive people that don't have a clue on godly things, on how to command the weather and how to have the same power as Christ. Here's a thought. Pray to Christ if you want. Pray to God in the name of Christ if you want. And ask them to control the weather. How about that, huh? Anyway, it was just so sickening to watch it. And I've watched her preach before, and all of a sudden she's talking, somewhat normal, and all of a sudden she starts yelling, blah 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 blah, in the name of God, blah, and supposedly Christ or God is talking using her voice and shouting and yelling and preaching, yelling at people, and that's Christ talking through her to you peons out there. I'm going to leave a link to her commanding the weather, pushing it back to where it belongs. It's not allowed to come to Florida. It's going to go back into the sea and dissipate. She also said that she was a king. I've heard her in other videos say that she's a, I don't know, king, queen, princess, I don't know, watch her videos. It's sickening. I'm telling you, I just cannot believe that she says the things that she does. I know why she says the things about heaven, because people want to hear those things. Do you really think that she's been to heaven 1,000 times? Look what Moses did. He hasn't been to heaven once, I don't think, before he died. Look what Noah did. Look at all, different prophets and different righteous people, what they did. They never went to heaven. They didn't go to there 1,000 times. They didn't come back and report what heaven's really like. Jello land, blah, 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 blah. And to be privileged enough, my goodness gracious, boys and girls, to be privileged enough that when God and Jesus are in Kat's neighborhood, that they just pop in. They don't phone ahead and say, Kat, geez, me and Jesus are here. We're in a phone booth right now. But do you mind if we come over and visit you? No, they don't need to do that. They walk right through the wall. They come in, when they're in Kat's neighborhood, they come in and chill for a while, baby. They come in and chill for a while. Why? Because Kat's got the welcome mat out for them. And they love Kat. They want to chill out with her. Why is Kat so special? Why is she so special, She's starting to sell her CDs, I guess. We wouldn't want her to make any money. I think she's doing this whole thing to be, in my opinion, she's doing this whole thing because she wants to have fame. She wants to think to have people think that she has the power, in the name of Christ, that she has the power to do things, command the host of heaven, that when she does her conferences, she has 1,200-foot angels or 200,000-foot angels. I don't know which. Whatever it is, whether it's 1,000-foot angel or a 200-foot angel, whether it's 200 angels or 1,000 angels, that's a lot of angels out there guarding the complex that she happens to be in, giving her speech. They're guarding it. Don't you think, maybe 5 or 6 would do the trick? You need 1,000 of them? Why is she so special? She is. I guess she is. She's special and complete with pink hair. Oh, pink! Honestly, seriously, do you believe that pink hair is something that God wants her to do? you think pink hair is the end thing in heaven? Pink hair, purple hair. Don't forget the tattoos. I heard her talk about tattoos. Beautiful. Do you really think that pink hair is some kind of a symbol? That a spiritual symbol? I know what it means here on earth, other than, in Kat's world. It means the people are a little bit, I don't know. It's like the hippies and the flower children riding VW buses around with the flowers all over the, all over the vehicle, and peace signs and all that kind of stuff. Free love, baby. Beautiful, beautiful. Do you think God told her, Kat, we want you to reach the people and bring those souls back to me? And I think, Kat, I really believe that if you wear pink hair, that's really going to help, Anyway, my computer is completely messed up. It's not working properly, so I'm going to have to end this. I don't want to end it, but I think I've pretty much said what I need to say. I'm going to put two links, one of Kat Kerr commanding the weather, the other link about probably 1 in 50 videos I could put a link to about the destruction in Florida on the Hurricane Irma. And then I'm going to do another link about a man, a people, a religion that I believe in. And I want you to, if you will, take the time. You look at Kat. You look at the things Kat says. In addition to the 2 links of Kat, I'm going to put 4 links that I want you people to listen to. If you would, just listen to it from beginning to end. And listen to what they say and watch how they say things and partake of the Spirit in what they say and how they say it. And I want you to compare it with Kat Kerr. Look at Kat Kerr and her sounding like she's possessed and yelling and screaming, and her different conferences she does, and her commanding the weather and different things, and her little pep rallies or pep things that she does to command the host of heaven. You're toast, and you're toast, and most is toast, and most. Embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for her. I want you to watch the stuff that she does, and then the 4 links I'm going to put in, I want you to watch that. Just watch it and have an open mind and an open heart. And I want you to tell me, or to at least think about it. Think about it in your mind and in your heart, in your spirit, and you tell me who has the Spirit of God within them. Whether it's Kat Kerr or this link, 4 links I'm going to put up, I want you to listen to both of them, Kat Kerr and this other gentleman, and I want you to think which really has the Spirit of God. Which one of those people do you think is really closer to God and has God within them? The Spirit of God within them. I want you to do that, Don't do it for me, do it for yourself. You think Kat is such a wonderful prophet and seer. Watch her command the weather, watch her, act like she's possessed and has Christ talking out of her. That's evil. Isn't that evil to be possessed like that and to have, isn't it like going to a seance or something? Okay, watch that. Look at the Spirit. Feel the Spirit. Listen to the Spirit. And then watch these links that I want you to watch. Don't do it for me. Do it for yourself. Do it for you. I want you to do it. You owe it to yourself to do it, to watch it, to listen to it, to think about it, to feel it, to feel the Spirit, to reason it, to ponder it, pray about it. And then you tell me who has the Spirit of God.